Akamai stock up big this morning to the tune of 8% after reporting second quarter results. The company beat on both the top and the bottom lines, coming in with revenue of $980 million. Joining us now, Tom Leighton, Akamai Technologies co-founder and CEO. Tom, great to have you with us.
Nice to be with you as well.
It was a huge sigh of relief when your results came out, Tom, because people were spooked by what Fastly had talked about before, and that was customers sort of re-examining their budgets in light of concerns about growth. What are you seeing on that front in the second half of the year?
Well, Akamai is a very different company. The majority of our revenue is in our market-leading security products, a lot of demand there and growth. And of course, our compute product line growing very rapidly. And 2/3 of our revenue is now security and compute with very strong growth.
Noted. I guess the concern overall is just the spending suck that is happening, the spending that goes to AI, spending that goes away because of economic concerns. So just in terms of your customers' ability and want to spend, the wallets are open?
It's always challenging to earn revenue from customers, especially, with macroeconomic challenges, some geopolitical challenges. But customers need security more than ever. And with our compute solution, we help them save money compared to what they would be spending with the hyperscalers. So that's a very good market for Akamai in our leading product lines today. And with AI, there is a lot of spending going towards AI. And, there are a lot of AI applications running on our compute platform today. So that helps drive revenue to Akamai.
Is that part of you mentioned the growth that you've seen in security and compute. Compute was up 24% year on year in constant currency. Security was up 16% constant currency year on year. Is part of that, can you attribute part of that to AI? Part of it's just your general strategy, right? To sort of sell in these higher growth adjacent areas to your core delivery product.
I think some of it is due to AI, but AI is in the very early days, I would say. And I think that's where you look to potential future growth is there's more adoption of the new Gen AI technologies. And of course, we're already using Gen AI in our products with the new Akamai Guardicore platform, which protects the inside of an enterprise network with our Zero Trust segmentation solution. And we use Gen AI to provide a very easy to use human language interface so that our customers' operations teams can literally talk to their internal networks to find out what's going on, where defenses might not be as strong as they need to be.
And since you're in sort of the same business, Tom, I got to ask you what your take is on the CrowdStrike outage, such a massive outage, which really shows our vulnerability as a society to a single vendor, to sort of like that single point of failure notion.
Yeah, obviously very, very bad. A lot of lessons, I think, for the industry to learn, starting with one that we learned the hard way actually 20 years ago, which is you just don't deploy data or make updates to the entire platform at once. 99% of the time that's fine, but eventually there's going to be an unintended consequence. And if you update everything at the same time, you're going to have the problem everywhere at the same time. And so when you make updates, you want to do it in a phased rollout, even after you've tested it and you think it's okay, just to make sure you don't cause a big problem. And I think another fallout is going to be, an appreciation that reliability really matters. It's not just the functionality or whether something is popular, but if you've got something you're putting on your critical infrastructure, it's important that it really be reliable, because if it's not, you can see the damage that can take place.
Hey, Tom,
Go ahead.
Just related to this from the outside, do you have any sense, we have this sort of he said, she said situation going on between Delta and CrowdStrike Microsoft. Delta saying, look, all of our systems were busted by this. CrowdStrike Microsoft saying, yes, some of your systems might have been busted by this, but then you had daisy-chained them all together with other systems that are not our own and with outdated systems, and that's why you have the problem you have. Who do you believe?
Well, you got to be pretty sympathetic to the enterprise, using this software and getting wiped out. Unintended consequences happen. The IT infrastructure, digital infrastructure is more fragile than I think we would all like. And so that's, I think, why you do see events like this, not to mention all the cyber attacks, where you got to have, really state-of-the-art defenses to not be taken down by, ransomware or victimized by, data theft attacks. But this is, it's a tough one to blame the enterprise here.
Going back to what you said, though, before, I mean, it sounds like, do you think it's industry standard pretty much not to roll out a massive patch like that, update all at once, that it should be phed for the very reasons you stated?
It definitely should be. Hard to know industry standard because companies don't really talk about it. It's something that, we've done for 20 years. We put an enormous effort in to reliability. And, sometimes, it's customers don't always appreciate that until after the fact, or they see something like this. In fact, our goal is 5 nines. And, recently we're very pleased. One of the world's largest banks finally achieved 5 nines over 2 years, which is what their regulators require. And that means less than 10 minutes of downtime in 2 years for all reasons, including cyber attacks. And that's just incredibly hard to do. And you got to put a lot of investment to make that happen. And not all the companies probably do that.